Air with the air purifier are today's special. Now let's talk about doing all of your floors. John Iside, his whole life, his whole passion is figuring out how to clean things better and easier. First off, talking about this bucket. It's not like those old school buckets. It's a dual chamber. This is gonna be able to be a mop with your dual chamber bucket, which is amazing. This is also gonna turn into your broom, your squeegee, and your scraper. The mop handle's 54 inches, so we're going way up high, down low. You have washable, reusable 4 mop pads. We have this on sale today for $32.99. You're gonna pick your color. This is that beautiful color that we're calling light teal, lilac, white. This is that garnet red, and at the very end, we have it in a navy. Walls, baseboards, floors. John Iside, I assume that when you dream, do you dream about mops? Do you dream about new ideas of cleaning tools?
I do. You know, if you come to my house, my wife loves that I do this because I'm constantly cleaning the house, making messes, and we always have a clean house because I'm constantly innovating.
Innovating?
Yep. It's great. This is our latest one, actually. This is the newest one with the built-in scraper. One thing a lot of people love about this is that the entire kit fits in this little box.
Oh.
Yes, you get the handle, the mop heads, the bucket, everything. All you need to do is supply the water and the soap, if you want to use soap. And it comes with 4 of the microfiber pads, which should last you about a year. So how about that? Once you buy this, the value is incredible. You don't got to buy any pads for at least a year. But we do have extra pads if you need them on hsn.com, just ask. But how does it work? You know, what good is that if it doesn't work well? So we have a great demonstration I'm going to show you. And when I do my demonstrations, I always like to start off showing everyone how clean the mop head is, okay? So a nice microfiber mop head. Take a look at that pad. I have a tremendous mess on the floor. What I want you to know is when you do go over your floors, watch how it cuts through the grease and the grime. This is why everyone loves it. This is why the professionals use microfiber. You see how it traps and locks it in? Look at the before and after. It's not snow plowing it. It's designed to lift, it holds, it traps the dirt. It doesn't matter if it's hardwood floors, laminate floors, tile floors. It's great on all those surfaces. You could use any chemical you want or just plain old water like I'm doing. And as I push it forward, it's not snow plowing it. Look behind my mop head. That floor is clean. All the dirt gets trapped and locked in the fibers. But this is our big problem. What do you do with a dirty mop head? Do you want to spend money, you know, replacing that and throwing that out? Well, that's where the bucket comes in. If you haven't seen this, this bucket is absolutely amazing. Nice lightweight bucket. You just bring it right over to the 2-chambered bucket, and with literally 2 fingers, I just move it up and down, and it scrubs and rubs the mop head. Now, what's happening here, there's a plastic piece here. As I move it up and down, it's literally agitating it and scraping it clean. I'm not just dunking it in water. It also has holes on the outside here. You see that? That's so the water can flow through the pad, and it allows you to get a perfectly clean mop head every single time. Now, if you ever have any dirt on the top of the pad, you can actually flip that around and clean the other side. No problem at all. Now, once you have your pad clean, you bring it over to the back slide chamber here, and when I push down, all or any extra dirt and debris and water gets over to that dirty side there. And with 2 or 3 passes, Tina, we just picked up a tremendous mess. Look how clean that mop head is, and it's dry, which is nice, which is important. It's not sogging wet. So if you have those water-sensitive floors, hardwood floors, or those water-sensitive laminate floors, it's perfect for that. And to prove to you how clean this actually is, I actually have my fish tank test. You seen me pick up that mess. That was chocolate syrup. That was strawberry sauce. That was some other stuff. If there was any chocolate syrup left on that mop head, what would happen to the water? The water would start. The water's crystal clear. So I'm trying to prove to you that this mop head must have been clean, or else that water would be contaminated, right? Now I have a sogging wet mop head. I'm just going to bring it right back to my bucket. If that was a huge spill, see how you just dry it out like that? Now, before you mop, actually, I would love for you to try it if you can. I know you're in a pretty dress and you look fantastic, but you don't have to worry. If you have to clean like before you run out, this is a touchless system. You're not touching, you're not bending. I'm going to put down some more dirt. And I like to put a little bit of this powder down just to simulate dust. You know, the TS today is all about air filtering. You know, if you don't have the air filters, what happens? Dust gets everywhere, right? So let me see if you can give it a shot. You can tell everyone how it works. Now, of course, there's no wrong way to do it. If this was your kitchen floor, just go to town like you normally would.
So I'm gonna go odd.
Right.
I'm gonna go.
It's almost like an eraser if you think about it. It glides along the floor. Just rub it against the floor. And I'm going to stop you halfway through. I want to see what you caught. You see how it locks? Like I got it on my hand. This is real chocolate. And it's locking it into those fibers there. So let's finish our job, and then I'll show you the inside of the bucket to show you the technology.
Bloop.
So let's say this is your kitchen.
I was trying to make it difficult.
Trying to make it difficult. It's not difficult. It's lightweight. Now, the little tip for you, if you just lift it up, it goes flat by itself. See that? So you never have to touch it. Now, I'm going to ask you to try to put it in the bucket to show you how easy it is. But before you do, what you do is you open, I'm going to just show you what's inside the bucket. You open up the sides. There's 2 chambers. One side you wash, the other side you dry. You put your water, your detergent in one side, nothing in the other side. You pop your top on, and then you just put it right into that chamber. If you like to try it, you can, and tell everyone how easy this is.
So this is where we're
That's all you
getting
do.
rid of all the stuff.
Right.
We're getting rid of all of the chocolate syrup and all the things.
Now, as you move it up and down, that plastic piece there
is like scrubbing it.
It's scrubbing it, so you don't have to. And you're literally doing this with 2 fingers.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the camera's down here, but
with a fresh manicure.
With a fresh manicure, which looks fantastic.
Thank you.
So now, let's say you wash it, which you just did.
Okay.
If you ever have any dirt on the top, I'm just going to show you. You can actually flip it around and clean the other side. Boom, boom, boom. And then you dry it. Let's see how you dry it. Now, about 3 or 4 passes is all it takes.
Oh, look at all that water that came out.
Yep. Water, dirt, debris, everything gets channeled into that side there. And if you do it one more time, every time you do it, it gets rid of about 25% of it. It sounds like you're having a great time mopping.
They're making fun of me because I make sound effects as I'm cleaning. Sound effects are sold separate. That's an upsell.
Okay. Sound effects are free.
Yeah, those are free. You can have those.
Now, what are we supposed to do before we mop? We're supposed to sweep, correct?
Yes.
Well, we have a built-in broom. There's a little black EVA foam piece on the one side of this. The other side actually has a built-in scraper. I'll show you that in a second.
Okay.
But what's nice about this broom is it doesn't whip up the dirt. Fine sand, glass, look at that. With one pass, look at the before and after. All those little fine particles that fit or hide underneath your kitchen, underneath the cabinets or behind the dresser or whatever. This is a fantastic broom. And it gets all the pet hair, the glass, or what have you. And of course, you'll need, a dustpan to pick that up. Now, the other side of it over here, that's the new feature. There's a built-in scraper right here. I'm gonna go to the front of this black floor here. I have some tape and gum on the floor. Just to show you, sometimes you're mopping your floor, you're going along, and then there's always that stubborn thing that, like, here's a piece of tape. So you put it in this mode, and you could actually use that to scrape up, let's say, tape. Here's a piece of gum. Maybe it's candle wax or something, all right? And this scraper is built into the actual plate of the mop head, so there's nothing like to put on or install. Now, I also like to show everyone how it does for dusting. We're talking about dusting today. I have a wood floor here. I'm just gonna give it a little quick wet rinse because I got some dirt on there. I'm gonna give it a quick dry. Now, you go over your hardwood laminate. Look how it just erases dust, dirt, especially where I live up in New Jersey. When you open the window during the pollen season, it's just pollen everywhere. This is going to get all.
Oh, you guys too?
Oh, you get a lot of pollen.
It's visual everywhere. At
it's
my house.
terrible.
Yeah.
But it does a great job with the pollen and the dirt and the dust. Here's some caked on, baked on stuff. This is a tile floor. Actually, I made a boo-boo. I forgot to put some dirt in the grout lines because everyone asked me, let's make believe this is dirt. You see the powder in the grout lines? This is caked on, baked on. It doesn't matter what kind of floor, hardwood, laminate, tiles. Let's see if it gets into the grout lines. It conforms to the shape of your floor because we designed these pads with a little bit extra fabric so it gets into those cracks and crevices. So if you do want to get inside, let's say the grout line, No problem at all. So I also love the fact that it gets very, very narrow. So if you want to get underneath the bed or behind a piece of furniture, very, very narrow, so easy to use. The actual system is made to be easy and fast and economical. You'll love it. Now I have a dirty mop head. I'll bring it right back to the bucket and I'll clean it again.
While you're cleaning that one, John, let me remind them of what we're getting.
Yep.
So you're gonna get the mop handle, we were seeing that comes as the mop, the broom, the scraper. You're getting total 4 of the washable, reusable microfiber pads. You're getting the dual chamber bucket that we were just talking about, that one for cleaning, one for drying, 2 different sides, completely separate. This kit is about $50 out in retail.
Yep.
Because we know John, we're like, hey John, hook us up.
Yep.
He said, let me go ahead and do it for $32.99. You're gonna pick a color. Again, that's the light teal, the lilac, the white, the garnet red, the navy. So you're getting the entire thing. So think walls and baseboards, not just your floors,
walls,
right?
baseboards, floors, you use it wet, use it dry. I have a big spill over here. I spilled some coffee. I want to show you how the squeegee works if I can. So when you do, maybe the toilet overflowed or maybe you have a big mess, I put it into my squeegee mode, and you always want to contain that spill if you do have a big spill. This way you have the spill under control. Now, not only is it a great microfiber pad, but if you dab down on the spill, it will absorb a lot of the dirt. I'm gonna bring it right back to my bucket. I'll go right back there and pick up that big spill, and you always have a clean and dry mop head. Wash on one side, dry on the other side. The bucket is small enough it fits in your kitchen sink, so you can work with it. Perfectly clean and dry every single time. I love this system because of the size. I love the handle is made of stainless steel. It's extra long with a nice foam grip. And you get 4 pads, nothing to buy, for over at least a year. They should last you. They're machine washable.
$32.99, 874-404 is your item number. John, thank you so much.
Absolutely, thank you.
Everything nests within